I'm live. All right. Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a partly cloudy day today. It is 10 degrees Celsius, which means it is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So I do believe spring has actually finally, yay, arrived. Yay. Nice to have spring here finally. So I know that today we were supposed to do paper clips, but I had a little bit of a change of plan due to the fact that I had a oh let's shut this. Sorry. Okay. Change of plan due to the fact that I had a lovely arthritis flare happening. Um so we're gonna play something totally different. We're gonna do some art with my non-dominant hand. Yay, it's gonna be a blast. Let's laugh. Let's just play. Let's just be, okay? So, welcome everybody to my channel. Due to the fact that I'm non dominant handed today, not everything is going to be kind of the way I normally do things, but we're going to have some fun. Okay? Okay. So, I was cleaning yesterday. No, I wasn't. But I was cleaning yesterday and I kind of got a little bit sidetracked because we all know that's what happens. So I did some marble roll pages and then I painted a page and then I doodled on, oh, I did some shading on the page. And then I doodled on the page and then I cut the page into a little zigzag zine thing. Hey, Jan, nice to see you, hun. Why isn't my chat coming on my other screen? I'm wrong-handed today, so things are not. This is just weird. Weird. There we go. Hey, Belinda, nice to see you. Okay, I'm wrong-handed today, so it's going to be very interesting. So anyway, I folded the page and I made it into one of those little zigzag books, and so since I've got a bunch of these pages done, we're going to smear some paint on it and do kind of like a mixed media project, all non-dominant hand, because that's what's going to happen in the world here. So anyway, I did this little book. It's, one sheet of paper, zigzag, folded. You know how we do that. Folded into 16, cut it, and fold it. So we're going to start off by, I have some black paint, little bit of water left so that it's a little bit thinner that I like to drop the marbles in. Let me get the marbles. Here we go. We got marbles. I just want little marbles, not, these ones. These ones work good too, but I just want some little ones. And I'm just going to take 3 little marbles. Hey, Marguerite. Hi, Barbara. Nice to see you guys. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So we're going to drop some marbles in the paint. We're going to drop the marbles, the painty marbles, onto a paper in this box, and we're going to give it a shake. Is my box, is it on screen? Let's just make sure we're on screen here. Am I on screen? Is that better? Can you guys see? So I've got 3 marbles in some watered down black paint, just so that it's liquid. Hi, Anne. Nice to see you. So, yeah, I know we were supposed to do paper clips today. There's no way I can do detailed work today. So we're going to just play and make a mess because we still got to play even when we're in pain, right? So, again, I have marbles in the, yeah, Barbara, it's been a while since you've come to play. Oh, and I think I might just do every Sunday. I'm still kind of debating. I'm going to talk to the other ladies in chat, in a private message. So I'm just going to flip them out Normally I just dip my fingers in there and drop them. It's today we're gonna fish. Fishing for marbles with Kim. Oh, maybe it would help if I had like tweezers. All right, there's a third one. Woohoo! So this can be a little bit messy, and I like the dots. But we're just gonna do some interesting lines. And of course, this is dripping. This is my glue brush. And we're gonna leave it at that. That's even more lines than some of the pages I've done. But look how much fun that's going to be. Oh, that's just an arthritis flare-up, Barbara. I'm just having an arthritis flare day. It happens. It happens. And then, of course, the paint. I'm looking at paint. The painkillers, it gets to a point where the painkillers don't touch it, so I have to double up on the painkillers. And they're not touching it right now. Oh, and now I've got a granddaughter messaging me. My goodness. Everything's with my wrong hand. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, yay. I just have to respond to this quickly. Yay. See you next week. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, thanks, Barbara. You know what? It happens. Everything? Wrist? Yeah, wrist. I wrist and into the thumb so that you lost your marbles. I found them. Remember? They were lost for a long time. So anyway, I'm going to put this one aside to dry because, hi, Sherry. It's wet. You don't necessarily have to use marbles. Marbles just work really great for that. You can just blindfold yourself and take a black marker and scribble on your page. That works too. Right? So, then you would just do like a blindfolded. Oh, I have to go back to this stream. There we go. And now the pump's running. Okay. So, as I said, I was cleaning yesterday and I managed to clean black paint off the marbles onto a bunch of white paper. So this is kind of my extent of, yes, it's Dawn and Crafty Visage is Dawn. No, it wasn't the cleaning that hurt my hand, but anyway. Yeah, you know what? I can usually get by with CBD. I did have a blast. I cleaned my black paint off my marbles many times. So anyway, I got a stack of these. So I figured we'd do a little bit of mixed media because I'm kind of gimpy. Really nice to see everybody here today. So yeah, no, I took some CBD and probably by the end of the stream it will have kicked in enough that I don't have to take any Tylenol because I really try not to take Tylenol if I can help it. So we've got a painty paper, a scribbly painty paper. And as I say, that's the way I started off this page is I did I cleaned my marbles and then I added watercolor paint. So I can do watercolor paint. Just remember, I'm CBD in a rub. I've had like an ibuprofen in a rub, and then I became allergic to the ibuprofen. So I don't know if it was the ibuprofen or just allergies that flared up again with it. So I don't want to try CBD. I have to have something that I can use for pain other than Tylenol. That's the only one I can take because I'm allergic to all NSAIDs. It was a pain day for you too? Aw, sorry, Anne. No, this is pushing a grocery like a shopping cart. Yeah. Anyway, I used watercolor and then I uh, did some coloring around the edges with pencil crayon and then I doodled it. So, anyway, how about if we just take some paint and scrape it on? I could use a brush. I could use watercolor. What do you guys think we should do? Watercolor, acrylic. Watercolor, acrylic. Oh, thanks, Belinda. Don't know what it's going to be when it's finished. I just kind of like looking at it the way it is, but you've been achy for days? Oh no. Watercolor? Okay, we're going to do watercolor. I'm just going to go grab my watercolors because I moved them off the desk. Because I actually did clean up after myself yesterday. I didn't clean anything else aside from the marbles and then move everything off the desk that I used. Okay, so I got that. I don't want to use these. Got a little travel watercolor kit to take with me when I travel because I always have to have a toy when I travel. But since we're here, we're just going to use some these things. Hey, Anina, nice to see you, hon. I don't know what colors we're going to use. I'm just putting some water down. That one's mucky. I think I need to clean this one out. Just grab a piece of paper towel. And we're just going to swish that. Maybe. Because we can. There. I'm going to consider that clean. There we go. That's clean enough. This is supposed to be orange. It's just a really, really bright yellow, it seems like. So I'm going to put some yellow in here. I'll put a little bit more red in. How was your trip, Dawn? Didn't you go on a nice big trip recently? What are those colorful? This is a little wee watercolor palette. I got it at Staples. I wanted dry watercolors because I figured if I was taking tubes, it could be a little bit messy to pack up after. Exactly. You can't just have one, Anina. All right. That's good. That's good, Dawn. Okay, so a little bit of yellow. No, this isn't orange. This is supposed to be orange. Oh, I was going to put red in there too. I don't know what colors we're going to use. We're just going to slop some paint down. And then we're going to have to wait for it to dry, so we're just going to have to chat. Staples? Yeah. Our Staples carries an awful lot of like paint supplies. That's where I got these tube Staedtler watercolors. And this little palette of dry paints, dry watercolors, came with a watercolor paper pad. Not that I use watercolor paper, you know. Yeah, that's one of my quotes. That's on my description box below. Okay, so I've got a soft paintbrush. I still have my muck water from yesterday. I'm just going to use my muck water. But I'm going to add this water first. This is just water in a spritzy bottle. That purple's really dry. Jean said that the reason my paints dry out and get all cracked like that is because there's not much paint in the bins. I want to use red. I'm in a red kind of mood. Still pretty thick. Okay, so for that other page, what I did was I kind of painted in the spots. But when I did that, I then went over those black lines with a black marker because I didn't think they were dark enough or wide enough for what I wanted to do, which was the little white doodles on it. Right? So we're just going to add a little bit more water to that. That's still really dark. I'm just going to be doing it in sections this time. I'm not really going to worry about too much. Sharpie Creative Markers. Oh, nice. Yeah, Staples Office Depot. Definitely. See, I thought maybe that I would scribble on here with a crayon before I did this. Should I scribble on here with a crayon before I put watercolor on it? Kind of like a resist. Let's do that. Let's use a crayon. Barbara, me, Sherry, Jan, we're all Canadians. And we're all from Winnipeg. Marguerite is Canadian as well. Who else, guys? Who else? Who else? Is Janine here? Hey, Maritza. Nice to see you. Yeah, so there's a lot of us Canadians here. Okay, I have crayons. And since I don't really have a nice orange in the watercolors, let's use an orange crayon. What do you guys think? Just saw a really nice orange crayon. What do you guys think? Anyone? Anyone? Is that a darker orange? So look, I can't see it. That might be a little bit darker orange. Doesn't look that much darker. Orange is good? All right. So, non-dominant hand, guys. I just wanted some more kind of like roundy lines. And so now what I think I'm going to do is in the spaces between, that's how I'm going to do where my paint goes. Does that make sense? Maybe. We'll see. Should I do another color as well as orange? How about like a lime green? Yeah, you guys are in for it today. All right. So we've got green and orange and black down on the paper. Let's hold it up so you guys can see. You can't see the green. It's really pale, but that's okay. That's okay. We've got big sloppy mess. Big sloppy mess. And of course, I've got the red on the brush. Still not as thin as I want it. I want it as translucent as possible. I know watercolors are really translucent. So I've got a big orange circle here. I don't know how well you guys can see. I've got a big orange circle here. And remember, I'm using the wrong hand today. It's okay because it's art. And we're just doing a background paper. So I'm just trying to go up to the crayon lines. We were talking about doing blind painting. When we were talking about that, maybe doing blind painting on a Sunday when we're doing the group Sunday play. Okay, so there's a little bit of lime green in the middle there. The paint is not really sticking to it. We're going to see what happens. You know, we're experimenting, kind of. Who's asking? No, no. I know. All the different chains are like that. Not starting anything till the beginning of May. That's not too far off. Not too far off at all. So this red is kind of like a plummy kind of color. Whoa. You see? It's kind of plummy. And you can almost see the green line through here. The paint's coming away from it. Is good. Is good. So we're going to do a couple more red and then we're going to use a different color. I'm just picking big areas of where the orange is. This one, the green is giving a much greater resist. I like it. And of course, I can't stay in the lines. This is fun. You know what? It's frustrating not having both your hands working the way you would like them to. That one worked much better for the green resist. You can see it in the middles there. Uh, yeah, really restraint not to use a new toy. Find anything fat free or even low fat. Even in the sherbet had a bunch. Really? I like that plummy red too, Jan. That is, I don't know. The paints are behind me. I can look after. What is the bee paper? Bee paper? Who's bee? Oh, purchased bee paper. Is that the paper that they use when they're making their hives? They chew it up and they use it for forming? You see something, but don't say so. Oh, in this? Are we playing what is that? What are you seeing? It could become a magnolia tree if I knew what a magnolia tree looked like. I'm gonna do this one over here with the red. Oh, that one kind of went over the line a little bit too much. I'll read you what that red says right away, Jan. Hey, did you go out with Fee this morning? Who's got sugar cookies? You got sugar cookies. Are they iced sugar cookies? You can see a tree? Hmm. You talking about like the branch of the tree? Okay, bee paper is the brand of watercolor paper. Okay. Okay, one more red thing. Let's do this one in the middle. I'm not dipping my brush again because I feel like I've got lots of red on the brush. There. And yeah, some of it's outside the lines. It's okay. We're going to do this like a totally mixed medium kind of project. So now, let's use some of this orange, even if it's not orange. It's a really, really deep yellow. But the cap looks orange. Hey, Butterroll, nice to see you, hun. Welcome, welcome. I am playing. I don't know what I'm playing. We're doing a mixed media background. So I did a marble roll with the black, then I scribbled with crayon. I've got a lime green. It looks almost like a yellow, but it was supposed to be lime green and orange. And so now I'm just coming in with some watercolor and I am filling in where the orange crayon is going to be my outside edges. And it's a little bit weird because I am using my non-dominant hand. So that's a beautiful yellow. It's like a really nice, rich yellow. And there's a really huge orange piece in the middle here. I want this to be a very happy piece. So I'm going to try and use like happy, happy colors. Happy, happy. And that lime green does give that bit of a resist. Doesn't show very nicely with the yellow. Maybe once it's dry. This is just a piece of white copy paper that I am working on. And how about if we do this bottom strip in the yellow as well? Guess I could have used a bigger brush. You guys create anything over the last day? Those of you I haven't seen since Sunday, have you been playing at all? Oh, this goes all the way up to there. Wow, that's going to be a big bit of yellow. That's going to be lovely, lovely. Again, I am just staying inside the orange line, and it goes all the way up to here. All the way. Sugar cookie with your coffee? Happy Plummy Bird? This one? Yes. Happy Plummy Bird. So on this one, I am not going to go over the black paint with a marker. So that's almost going like a limey green. It's probably the color of my water. But it's okay. Can you see the resist in some of those areas? That lime crayon resist is poking up a bit better. Okay, should I use purple? You practicing making ATC cards? Were you here for the marble roll, Don? Fun with painty papers soon? Yeah, maybe Jan, we should have an afternoon play date. Birthday card for your brother? Cool. Don, I did one of these yesterday because I was cleaning. So I was cleaning my space here, and I cleaned my marbles off the black paint about 15 times. Like, right? So we'll do purple. Okay. So then I made it into a little book. I went over the black lines with marker. I shaded in some of the sections, and then I did white doodles on the black marker. Wow. Am I on screen? So, anyway, let's do the purple. Let's do the purple. Let's just do like spring flowery colors. Thanks, Jan. Yeah, but Barbara, I cleaned my art space by getting the black paint off my marbles 15 times. And then I had to I didn't know what I had to do. I didn't get any cleaning done. So, yeah. Very carefully. I am trying to stay inside the orange lines. Well, that's kind of a muddy purple, but it is purple. I think I might just have to mix my own. Okay, so we've got orange line that goes here, up, there. That's going to be a big hunk of. We're going to go from here. I know that that doesn't really end there, but we're going to pretend it does. That actually goes all the way up into here, this purple. So this might just be like a flower garden kind of thing. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out as we go along, right? And this goes. Yeah, I can see the orange line goes right through the middle of that black line, that big fat black line. Figured we'd do a mixed media piece because so many of us just do mixed media anyway. And I needed something that wasn't like cutting or detailing today. Now this one, you can definitely see those lime green crayon resists in there. Can you see them, guys? They don't show as lime green, they show as a pale yellow. Oh, this way? This way? I don't know what you're meaning. You see how pale yellow? Yeah, it's there. Okay, so we need to do another purple. Um, we can do this spot in here. Or there's a really, oh, that's a big one. We're not going to do that one. Let's do this one. It's just a nice spot, just kind of between those guys. I don't know. Can you see? Oh, I'm fuzzy. Sorry, guys. Come on, camera. See on StreamYard. There we go. Yeah. I could turn my paper, but I want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing on the camera. Um, I feel if I turn the paper much closer towards me, that you're not going to be able to see what's happening. Does that make sense? You know what? I'm liking this. I think I want to do another purple. Let's do this corner. This there's a nice corner here. Box bottoms with sides from cat food. You know what, Jan? Just rip your paper so it'll fit. You don't have to use a full sheet of paper. I'm using a full sheet of paper because I happen to have a box big enough to do it. Box lids, like if you have a shoe box with that you got boots, work boots or something in, those lids work really good. Um, yeah. Okay. I'm loving it. Peeps, I am loving it. Okay, so we need to decide on another color for down here. I want something really bold. What do you think? Should I add green or shouldn't I add green? If I add green, I think I would like to do it in the smaller sections so it looks more like leaves, like here, here. Don't want too much green. I don't know. Perfect marbling box. Well, yeah, if it's from a case of cat food, sure, it should fit. Nice. Green or orange. Well, now, see, that's just it. That isn't really an orange. I think I need to add this red. This is going to be lots of fun with this hand. And I'm going to mix it in with that. That's nowhere near orange. That red, so overpowering. Rats. Rats, rats, rats. Well, you know what? I'm going to add more yellow to that. I'm going to add more yellow. You know what, Anina? The thing is that this is just going to be the first step. We're going to add to it so that this first step that your inner critic is laughing at is going to turn into something absolutely lovely. Pizza box. Oh, yeah. And of course, you can use different size marbles. You can use ping pong balls, whatever. Whatever you've got and whatever you want to use. I like marbles. They wash off lovely. Yeah, Belinda's very much that way. I have to admit, I'm that way too. Because seriously, when I first did this one, I was looking at it going, oh my word, what have you done now? So yeah, no big deal. Just do what you do your thing. Do your thing. We're going to be adding some stenciling and maybe some stamping. This is just going to turn into a mixed media background. We're just going to, I'm not going to collage on it because I could just imagine the amount of glue I'm going to get down. Okay, so that's really a really dark orange. I love it. Paint is really thick. Definitely needs some water added. Yep, that's a lovely orange. I guess I should have just brought a little cup of water to do this with, but I didn't. It's okay. All right, all right. So this big piece, that's a huge piece, goes from here to there. to there. This is a big hunk of orange, guys. So this is pretty rusty kind of looking. I can't wait to see what it dries like. Paint color is really intense. I didn't water it down very well. But I wanted something really punchy, right? And I got it. Definitely needs a bit more water. There we go. There we go. Much nicer. And I guess I could have spritzed the paper first as well. Too soon, old. Too late, smart. Oh, all right. That is a lovely big patch of orange. And yeah, it's going to dry streaky like that, I think. With the, can add just a little bit of water and smooth it out if we like. I kind of like it just the way it is. Because, like I say, I'm going to be coming over this with some stencils and other things. Okay, we'll do this one over here. I'm running into a lot smaller pieces, smaller sections now. I like to do the big ones first. This is a nice big one. I think it's, and then I'll do this one in the orange as well. I really like the orange. Really, really like the orange. That's a better flow for it. This one's still really, really dark. Maybe not, because that's a really big one. How about this one? This is a really big one too, but you know what? I can always hack it up and use it in collage, correct? Correct. It's funny, I don't think to hold the paper down, it's not in a muscle memory for me for holding the paper still. So if it's moving while I'm doing this, it's have to admit, I really like this orange that we have created. That's really bold. I like it. There, and I wish I had just another little one here. I could make one up, of course. If I took it to this black line here, I could pretend that black line is an orange line. Shh! Don't tell anyone. Nobody needs to know. No one needs to know. Oh, guys, I'm loving it. I am loving this. I'll be honest. I'm a child. What have I missed? Uh, what rinses nicely? What are you guys talking about? I'm sorry. I haven't been paying too much attention to chat. Yeah, I like the deep rich colors too. Oh, you changed devices? Okay. Hello, if anybody came in that I didn't acknowledge. I'm having kind of an off day because normally I don't work with my left hand. I did work with my left hand for a couple of years because I had this brace on for almost 2 years. Clamshell packaging, yes. Oh, that would work lovely. Definitely, definitely. Very true, because the one thing I found with this box, wherever I put that box, where did I put that box? My goodness, Kimberly. You can hear my bark. But if you see this box, it has the ripples. So that's why my black lines aren't solid. They skip, right? That's why I get the stitchy kind of lines, unless the marble's really, really coated in black. That's what I wasn't a big fan of yesterday. But I also have the lid of this puzzle box. So, I mean, you could use a cereal box, whatever you've got that your paper will fit in, right? So, if you want a much smoother line, use something like this. You have returned. Welcome back, Anne. You can definitely shake up with the marbles. And of course, you don't have to use just black. You could use any color you like. Any color you like. Okay, so let's do some green. A little bit of green. Figure out where we want the green to go, and then I'll find another color that we can use. Maybe this really pale yellow. Now that I've used the other yellow and turned it into orange, let's do the green. Let's do some green. Because if this is going to be like a hint of a floral scene, mind you, once we put the other stuff on it, we're not going to see this anyway. Well, we're going to see some of it. You guys know. I'm making stuff up as I go along now, guys. Just ignore me. A little bit of green there. Put some green here. And okay, we're going to use this big black line as the So I was going to go all in the orange lines. I am now made up a new rule, and I'm using some of the black lines as my edges for where things are going to go. This green, I mixed a lot of blue in with it yesterday. I really wanted like a blue-green more so than the green that I had in there. I'm going to use this black line. I'm going to have a green triangle down here. Like that. And how about here? What do you think, guys? Do you see somewhere else that I should put just a little bit more green? We've got here. We've got here. Here. This. This one. This one. Anywhere else? Maybe this one little piece up here. I know. Now I'm using yellow lines as the borders. Go figure. That's a big blob. Bottom right, down here. You can't see it, and I'm fuzzy again. What the heck? Is it the white page? Why am I fuzzing out on you guys? Sorry. I hope nobody gets seasick from this. There. Down here, Belinda? I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about. Okay, we'll just do up to the black line. Up to this black line. That's a really little piece to try and get in. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear? Yes. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy. All right. So I've got this big area. I've got a whole bunch of little ones there. Don't know what I want to do with that. I might do it all as one, and I might do here. Okay, so I said I wanted to use this pale yellow. Let's see what happens with this pale yellow. Now that I've added green paint water to it. I don't know what consistency painted watercolor paint is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be pretty one. Yeah, who had no hair? I was, thinking, who was I with? You guys, maybe? And I said, I haven't done teddy bears as any Kimbits. I might have to do some teddy bears. Oh, that's a pretty bright yellow. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, I'm getting it all over the black. This is all, that's big. You know what? I need to take a piece of paper towel and just sop up some of this extra water on this one. Because I can see running into problems with that big blob. Because again, this is not watercolor paper, so we've got some really cool bubbling happening. See, I don't know that I want to use this yellow here because of all this yellow. I don't know how different it's going to be when it dries. Guess we could just do it and find out, because it really doesn't matter, does it? Really doesn't matter. Ha! That looks like a really bright yellow. I've got a feeling I've got not enough water in there. Oh, teddy bear's picnic. Yes. Today's the date the teddy bears had their picnic. Yeah, I know that one too. And maybe here. I'll put it here. So yeah, I'm going over the black lines. I find that it's perfectly fine because the black is really, really stark. I'm just looking to see where else I want this really bright yellow. Maybe right here. As I say, up here, I've got a whole bunch of really little spaces. So what I'm going to do, okay, we've got 3 spaces left. I've got one here. And I know that the orange is going through them, but I don't want that smallest space. We've got this one and we've got this one. Should I just reuse some of the colors that we've already used? Like this one I could do in that plum. This one I could do in the purple. And then this one I could do in the orange. What do you think? Okay, so this one I could do in plum. Trying to limit my palette colors for this. That one's plum. This one, did I say orange or purple? Let's put orange in that one. Oh. All right. There's no crayon between these two. I use that black line as the border. So it's going to be a little bit on the... It's okay. It's going to be covered up. Dark green. Oh, yeah. No, I think I've got... Now I've got this one. You know what? Let's do it purple. Let's do it purple. So, of course, this looks really, really kind of bizarre. Doesn't really have any rhyme or reason to it. It's got a bit of a flow because it's got the same colors. Of course, that orange crayon resist is much stronger than the yellow or the green, whatever that was. Um, just noticed I've got some white showing there. I think we're good. I think we're good. Look at this lovely brownish color. It's too bad that's watercolor. I don't know how nice that would be for muck water. Has anybody used watercolor for muck water? It's definitely interesting. Okay, so now what I would like to do, I know I have to wait for it to dry a little bit. I'm just going to move this really wet palette over onto a different table because we all know that I'm going to make a mess with it. So this is the marble roll we did at the beginning. Whoa, chair. I added a little bit of water because I thought the paint was a little bit too thick. So it's much grayer than these ones. I kind of like that better. I think I should have watered them all down. But I'm just going to work with what I have. You know, guys, that's just the way I am. So I don't know that I need a brush, but I do need a lid that I can put some paint on. I have one. I just don't know where. So just take another one out of the pile, Kim. Just take one out of the pile. So I think what I'm going to do first off is, you've never used watercolor muck water, me neither. With a popsicle, beautiful weather. Yeah, I think that she's watching Dusty. Yeah, I mean, that would be really cool to have turned into a tree. But that's just it. You could use that black for so many different things. You could turn them into roadways. You could do what I did with this one and then go over them with marker to straighten them out, or just doodle on them as they are. They almost look like beadwork. You could embroider this, right? You could take some black thread and go over it and stitch over it. Right? Could collage little leaves on it if you decided it was a tree. You could put a cat sleeping up in that tree. You could put birds in it, you know, whatever your heart desires. I'm going to take some white paint. White paint. But I don't want it super, super, super white. So whatever white paint I take, I am going to tone it down with something. Because I don't want it, I want it to be there, but not like a punch in your face. Make another bulky book. I could do another little book out of this for sure. This, like one of these, Belinda, like this one. I won't be able to cut it until tomorrow, unless I use a blade. We'll see. We'll see what my hand is up to. So I'm going to take some white. And because I don't want it really in your face white, I've got this sky blue. It's so very pale. I'm just going to add a little bit to it. And it's an acrylic paint. I'm sure it came from dollar store or something like that. So it's going to be more like a gray. It's going to look really nice with that purple. Take a mucky toothpick, and we're just going to blend that just a little bit. Then we need some sort of a pattern kind of ruler hit the floor. Pattern kind of stencil. Pattern kind of stencil. What did I do? Had a stack of stencils here too. And okay. So we were doing I'm making this up as I go along, right? Oh look, I've got this one. And I've got that one. So I've got this little wee swirly stencil. Got it at Dollarama or something. I don't know where I got it. I never know where I get half my stuff. I think I want to put it down this way. It doesn't really matter. The thing being is these all lift up. So I want to use like a sponge. I think I want to use a sponge on this. So my sponges are in a bin. Or they were in a bin over here. And I moved them over. Really, Kim? Really? My word. I'm sorry, guys. Can't find a sponge. Cannot. So then I'm just going to take this, dip it in. And I'm just using my, what is this, paper towel. And I don't want it really in your face stencil, right? I want it pretty pale. It's okay if it's smudged. We can put that all over the place. You're off, Jen? All right, all right. Take care. We'll talk soon. Those of you who are unaware, Jen is my sister-in-law. We talk fairly often. And we play together on here often, like on Facebook. We'll put a Facebook video chat on and we play together. Well, that's not turning out the way I want it. I'm wondering if a stencil brush will be better. What do you guys think? Let's use a stencil brush. Or even just a bit firmer paintbrush. Because that really isn't getting into the holes. Stencil brush. I don't know if that would work. Hey, Miss Sally K. Nice to see you. I'm just making a mess today. And I'm taking you guys along for the ride. I think a lot of it has to do with I don't have quite the control as I do with my other hand. I'm using my non-dominant hand to do this. And I'm not too worried that I'm getting the entire swirl. We just want hints. We just want hints of it. We're just adding some additional texture to this background. Of course, I would probably be a little bit more it'd be a little bit more if I could use my other hand. But we got it. We're just going to do what we can do. We're just having fun. We're just playing with different ideas. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that orange smudged all over the place. I like it. And also, if I probably if I used a heavier paper, like a watercolor paper or a sketch pad paper, then it wouldn't have buckled as bad, which is not conducive to this kind of stenciling either. If that makes sense. It's almost like doing a masterboard, right? We're just doing layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. And because to this stencil, the centers pull up, it's hard to get a nice coating of paint in there. Even with a stencil brush. It's not my favorite stencil. I love the shape of it, but it's not my favorite stencil to use. Because it's picky, all these little bits that pull up. And maybe here. See, I just about switched that to my right hand. Okay, Barbara, take care. Thanks for coming. Oh, Miss Allie K. I make a mess all the time. But I have a method to this mess madness that I'm playing today. I have a plan, an idea, a thought. And I know we were supposed to do paper clips today. I will put that on for next Tuesday. Okay. So I didn't want it overly... I just want a little bit of something different. Water. So now, yeah, I'm going to mix the acrylic paint in with this. And then it might make perfect muck water with the acrylic in there and give it a little bit more depth. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to use my punched out holes thing. What color do I want to use? This is going to be much more in your face because this one colors really, really well. What color? Guys, anyone? I have a bad arthritis flare today, Allie. You have to be cut up? Yeah. It's definitely a background for something. What about like a fluorescent pink or an orange? I think a fluorescent pink would be really punchy on that. Because we're going for a spring kind of theme, right? No, that's neon orange. Let's try that. Oh, it will, Allie. It might be, you said pink. I got fluorescent pink here somewhere too. Right here. Or a neon pink. Okay, neon pink or orange? Let's get these out of the way. Whoa. Pink or orange? Pink is good. Pink is good. Okay, we'll use the neon pink. Oh, that's lots of neon pink. Not sure we're going to use it all, but we'll see. So I'm just going to put this down and hold it with this hand. And of course, we don't want the brush too wet. And I'm not worried about getting holes. I just want some marks. My brush is way too wet. But this is just going to help tone down. As I say that, it's, really neon-y. And yes, I would like them to be a little bit better circles. It's going to be what it's going to be. Doing what I can with the opposite hand, right? Now it's working nice. I got the brush was way wet because I didn't wipe it off after I dipped it in the water. It's fine. So I know that you guys probably aren't playing along because I didn't put up a supply list or anything. But I figured that if you guys wanted to try it on your own, you'd let me know how it turned out. Maybe some up here because that's a big yellow space. There. I think I've got it sufficiently all over the page. We got a little case of neon pink measles or something here. I really like the way that the resists were turning out with the crayons. Now we could use a stamp. We could. I've got another idea. I have an idea. What's this? Nope. Okay. Let me just think for a minute if this is going to work. Doesn't matter if it's going to work or not, we're going to do it. You're working on crochet today? What are you crocheting? I have like 4 crochet projects that I'm supposed to be working on. It's not going to happen with my wrist the way it is. Another excuse to put it off for another week. So I have this that I had punched. What did we punch? Was it a flower? Was it a butterfly? I don't know what this is. A kit from a Dollar Tree. Avocado keychain. That'll be cute. So I've got this, and it's a cardstock. Now I've got to find a place that's reasonably dry. You are really getting dump, aren't you? Where did it go? Here. See, I can't see for looking. Now I want to take like a dark green pencil crayon. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use this hand. And I am going to trace this odd shape. You can't really see it. It's okay. Maybe. Wow. There you go. They're just very pale. But it's just another layer that adds a little something. Can you see them? There's one here. There's one, I don't know where else. Here. There's one here. Just making the marks. Just making the marks. I wonder if it's just going to be easier if I just use my other hand, Kim. We'll find out. There we go. Much better. And I like it because they're not straight lines, right? They're just little wobbles. Just some fun hints of something. People will see those in the background and go, what is that? Guess I could have done it in marker. They would have shown up better. Now, I think what I'm really tempted to do is I should have done it as I did these because I can't really see where they are. But it'd be really nice to do some shading. Just that works really good with my non-dominant hand. It's just really scribbly. That, you know what? Maybe I just need to scribble that. There we go. I'm just going to scribble over those lines because I can. I have no idea what this looks like from a distance. And I have no idea what it looks like from up close. Just trying to, another texture, like, what is that? Where else? Where else did I do one? No, I did one over here someplace. Here's one. I think, too, some of this stuff is still a little bit wet. I know that there's one over here. I know I did one over here. Can't see it. Just going to do another one. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's one over here. Now I'm finding them. Now I know you guys are going, oh, now she's scribbling on her paper. It's okay. It's just fine. So it just adds a little bit more interest. Yeah, it's a scribble doodle. Of course, I had envisioned doing like the shading like I did on here, right? That's not going to happen with this wrong hand thing happening. Okay, so now I want to use some stamps. I know which stamps I want to use. Just going to get them. Really, I know which stamps. You know what? I am going to do them in black. I just have to get rid of some of this stuff. Nope, not those. Not those. I want my big funky flower stamps. These ones. Oh, you can go there. How much? Well, it will. So I want to use, I think, this size. Oh, come on. Yeesh. This. I'm going to use that one. All good. Doing okay. Thank you for checking up on me. Black. I want some black. We're going to do them in black, guys. We're going to do these in black. Thank you for asking, hon. I'm not going to try typing. You know. I need this paintbrush. So I use paint on my stamps. Those of you who are new, that needed to get out of my way. Not sure what this is going to get used for yet, guys. Once it's done, we might just hack it up into ATC backgrounds. We might fold it up into one of those little books. What do you think? I like it. I'm going to put them all over this page. All over this page. Now, it would probably be easier if I'd have put this on a gel plate, roll it on with a brayer, or, But I'm kind of trying to prove to myself, too, that I can do things with my non-dominant hand, and they're perfectly okay. Of course, I can come with a colored marker and go over this paint, which is what I will probably do. And that looks really cool. Like if you've got a stamp and you put a stamp down and then go over it with a colored marker, it looks really cool because it gives it that depth. Don't know if you guys are aware of that or not, but I can show you. Seriously. These are kind of stretching a little bit as I put them down, so we're getting a little bit of a smudge happening. I don't have a problem with it. Do not have a problem with it. I just didn't want to I could have pulled out a block and stamped with it, right? But getting acrylic paint off those acrylic blocks sometimes takes a really good scrub. And I'm not in a scrubby kind of mood. It's doing what we can with what we got. Or actually, I wonder what would happen if I put white, mix up some of that white and that pink and brush it on. And then, oh no, there's no way I could do that without a block. I was thinking I could take the stamp and go over the black. But I don't think that I have the dexterity to do that. Yeah, no scrubbing today. And of course, when I was at the store this morning, I bought a whole bunch of veggies because I want to make a chic pan dinner. They had chicken on sale. So I bought chicken and veggies. We're doing a sheet pan. Ron said he'll cut up all the veggies for me, so that's a nice thing. And one more this corner, and it's gonna. I should probably do a couple off the corner, like here, off the page, like that. Maybe up there. We need one up there. I have to put more paint on this. More paint, more paint. I know this looks really messy, but it is. It's like a masterboard. Once you chop it up into little pieces, it's going to be stunning. Okay. So yeah, it's scrappy and happy, and it's a lot of fun. We are going to take a marker, decide what kind of a marker we want to use. I'm thinking maybe a kid's marker because, I mean, the flowers don't all have to be the same colors, right? The Sharpies, quite often when you go over paint, they dry out on you really fast for some reason. So let's see what I've got in the way of kids' markers. I'm trying to find a bunch that are reasonably the same color. Looking for like pinks. Oh look, there's a pencil crayon in there. You can go over here. Pinks, reds, we'll see. We'll see. And you know what, guys? It's just paper. It's just paper. So I pulled out reds and pinks. We'll see. We'll see what works. I'm going to try this. And making sure that it's dry. Oh, I didn't think of the insides. The swirls inside the petals, I didn't give that a thought. But it's fun. I did this one. Let's do this one. Oh no, that's big blob of wet paint. Can you see the marker lines over those? This one and this one? Okay, Sherry, take care, hon. Thanks. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your kind words. So yeah, this does kind of look like a kindergartner did it. But I love it. Seriously. I like going the outline with my left hand because it's that little bit sloppier. It's a little bit more fun. Just making sure that paint is dry. Now, of course, if you were doing this with your dominant hand, It wouldn't be quite as sloppy. And of course, these have those lovely little swirly things in the middle. That one's way out of line, but I like it. I wish that you could see what I mean by going over a stamp with a marker. But if you've got stamps and markers, try it. Try it. Just do one, and you will see that. Especially if you're doing something like a leaf, you've got a leaf stamp, and you put it down, and you put the marker on over it. You've got the green, and you've got the black, and so that marker worked really good. Let's add a red one now. Yeah, it's really abstract looking. Okay, so this had a red cap and it's a gray marker. Well, we've started. We're going to go. We're going to go. We're just going to do it. Just do it. Whoa, whoa, Kim. Totally missed that one. So now I'm going over it with the gray. So they're really scribbly looking flowers, guys. I think I missed that one with the other marker. Oh well. Now, what I see happening is, wouldn't it be fun to come along with a white gel pen and do it in dots where you're doing all the marker lines? Like, I wonder if I could show you. I wonder if my hand is good enough to do that. You know what? We're just going to try it because if I'm going to be chopping this up for ATCs or anything else. Okay, so that I really wanted another red. I will show you guys. Definitely want red. Definitely want a red. Kids' markers seem to work so much better than like Sharpies over paint. Don't understand that. You also have to remember a lot of the kids' markers are water based. That's much better. That gray actually came out green on some of these surfaces. And you know, if you're not happy with it, throw it away. I have to admit, I'm really liking it. This one. Oh, there. Way off the petals in some of them, which is okay. Like Jean says, you can always go around and doodle in those lines after. That could be a fun thing to do with the white. Definitely could be a fun thing to do with the white. Cap. So how about, can you see these? It's really, really scribbly. Yeah, they're definitely like that's what I used for watercolors for a long time, Belinda, is kids markers. Let's take a white gel pen, just for the heck of it. Now I'm going to try and do them with the white gel pen. See the one I did with the white gel pen? This one? I think that just kind of finishes it off. I really do think it finishes it off. Yep. There's so much black right in this area. It's almost like a nightmare flower. No problem, Dawn. So I ended up, what did I do? What did we do while Dawn was away? I did some, I took this, like the hole punch thing with some fluorescent pink paint, did some dots, tried using this stencil with white paint and a stencil brush. So there's hints of it. Then I took this stamp, and used black paint and put these flowers all over. And then I outlined them, went around the petals with some kids' markers. I'm just going over it with a white gel pen. Just try to tone down the black a bit. And if I was using my dominant hand, I would have tried to definitely with the marker go over the black stamp because it gives a really nice effect. But because we're scribbling, we're scribbling. Did I get them all? Did I get them all? Oh no, Marguerite. Okay, so we could leave it like this. Um, what I'd like to do is some fine line doodling, where we've got all these things going around the petals. I'd like to do some fine line doodling, maybe some dots. I could probably do dots with a toothpick. Let's do some dots with a toothpick, see how that looks. You know? Okay, I got a toothpick, got white paint. Let's do some dots in the center and see. Let's check that out first. Make some dots in the center. Oh, that could just be the finishing touch. This is that white with that little bit of sky blue added. So it's not a true white. It's almost like a gray blue. Oh, I'm liking them with the dots, guys. I really am. I will hold it up to show you right away. Hello to anybody who has come in while I have been playing. Um, I've been really overly concentrating on this piece today. Because I'm using a different side of or part of my brain using my non-dominant hand. I find that I can't just do as easy as I do. I have to think. Actually, I have to think doing this. That's it. That's just it. Let's think. Oh, did I even put white on that one? I didn't put white gel pen on this. It's okay. I can do that after. After. Look, I've got paint on my fingers. It's good, it's good, it's good. It's definitely different. What? So I kind of like it. So we could cut out a flower. No, we can't. Who am I kidding? I can't cut out a flower, guys. What the heck, Kim? I didn't put white on this flower down here. No white gel pen. Now we got the white gel pen. Okay. So this is what it looks like. See, you can see a little bit of the green scribble. I think I just want to scribble in green in a few other places. Just that kind of a scribbly kind of thing. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We'll think. We'll do it. We'll think about it. So I'm going to let it dry for a couple of minutes and chat with you guys. Let it dry. Then I'm going to bring my cutter over. We're going to flip it over and cut it into bits. Backgrounds, yeah. It could be a very interesting journal cover. Actually, it would be a lovely journal cover, wouldn't it? One of those little journals that I'm not like the mini journals, but those single signature journals I've been working on. These ones. Come. These ones, like the one that we did all the tabs in, that would actually make a lovely journal cover for that, wouldn't it? Huh. Okay, maybe I'm not going to chop it up. I hear your outcry, and I won't chop it up. I'm going to use it for the cover for this page tab journal that we did. I feel like this journal needs something else. I don't know what. This is the journal we use. We're signature we're using for play this month. But yes, it would make a lovely cover. You're right. You're right. I'm going to use it for the cover for this journal. Because it's got the colors. It's got the yellows and the greens. It's got the reds. It's got the pinks. It's got like that dark plummy color. Black. It's got matches the, I don't know if that's black or navy blue lace. I can't see it well enough. I think it's navy blue, but whatever. We've got all these colors in here. So yeah. I like it. That's a great idea. Hey, Trey, nice to see you. 12-inch? Nice. Yeah, those paper edger scissors can be kind of crazy. Awesome. Awesome, Trey. Yeah, I still just use my Elmer's white glue. It's not school glue, it's their craft glue. I like that glue. So, for non dominant hand, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. Can you think of anything that might want to add? Do you find it too busy? Haven't seen you for a while, Trey. You doing okay? You've been keeping busy, I'm assuming? Hmm. I'm looking for something, guys. Surprise! Kim's looking for something. I don't know where it is. No clue. Okay. Definitely not going to use that then. It's fine as it is. No, it can definitely be a cover. Like it's a full sheet of copy paper. I might glue it down on another sheet of copy paper so it doubled, so it's that little bit thicker and sturdier. Or maybe a file folder. But yeah, seriously, I really like the way it turned out. Look, I didn't put dots on that flower. What the heck? I don't know. Maybe my painkillers are working. There. And I've noticed that because there is the colored pencil underneath, I don't know if you guys can see that, or the marker, look at how these ones are changing color. They're not staying this dark white. They're picking up the watercolor and stuff from underneath. So the centers are actually becoming mucky, but not mucky. You know what I mean? Like it's picking up the undercolors. Oh, yeah. I would have to recreate this with one of those other marble clean off pages I did. Anyway, guys, that's about all I've got for today. I'm sorry it's a short stream. I hope that you guys took something away from this, aside from just the marble rolling. The marble rolling, um, yeah, the centers are complete. Not sure if I would go around them with a white gel pen just to enhance them a little bit, you know? And I still feel like it needs a doodle, but it's so darn busy, you know? I do definitely just have to put it away and walk away from it. Um, yeah, but I hope you guys took some fun away from this today. You know, that just add layers until you're happy. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Thanks, Ellie. So take care, everyone. I will be messaging the ladies that I streamed with last Sunday to see if they really are serious about doing it every Sunday in the month. Um, I will definitely let folks know on Friday if we're going to be doing that. And so I think it would still be the first Sunday of the month. We all do the same kind of project. The next two Sundays, people could just kind of work on what they're working on, and we could just have playtime. And then the last Sunday of the month, maybe I won't stream it all that way. I can still do Sunday brunches with my kids occasionally. So, anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking of today. We'll see what the ladies say. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you guys so much for putting up with my craziness. I had a lot of fun. I have to admit, I had a lot of fun today. So take care, everybody. Hugs to you all, and I will see you Friday, going live at 12:45. Bye now. Thanks for coming. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for the people in the balcony. Thanks for the replayers. Hugs to you all. Bye now.